Hello everyone, welcome back to FOOTBALLBREHZ, a platform where we discuss, debate and banter. My name is DOS and I'll be your host for today's show. Back with us on this show today, we have Spurs fan, Mr. Father Christmas Ben. We have Arsenal fan, Kemal. We have Chelsea fan, Kadus. And lastly, we have Liverpool fan, Isha. Welcome, Brehz. And on today's show, we have a really fun show for you. But before we move on, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you follow all of our pages. That's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Let's get straight into it. First game that we want to discuss, we're gonna do it game by game, and we'll probably leave the fun one to last. Let's first of all let's start with Everton versus Chelsea. Chelsea are still keeping their run going. They still look great. They still look strong. We told Kadus that Chelsea were going to concede this week, and they did concede this week. But given his credit, Chelsea looked really strong. I mean, that was a big test that they overcame, and you have to give them credit for that. Kadus, you must be on cloud 9 right now. How you doing?
Yeah, buddy. Yes, mate. Yes. You know what, man?
All right, hey, let's put a glass to that still.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's been a very good weekend, man. I think on many levels. But first and foremost, I just want to give credit to Frank Lampard for what he's done. I think a lot of people were picking out the details last season, and they thought that he may not have had the minerals, but we brought in so many new players in, changed the system up. Now I can see a style of play. We look so fun to watch. It's like I feel excited watching Chelsea play because of just how we can get patterns of play from any part of the game. It's been phenomenal. So, you know, going into Leeds, even though I know Leeds were going to be a tough team to face, I didn't really have much fear because, you know, we put in some really solid performances already. We outran Leeds by 6 kilometres, which I think needs to be praised. The entire team worked. Off the ball, we were fantastic. First half of the game, we looked a little bit rocky, but we controlled the game. Second half of the game, we came out. I think Lampard must said, all right, let's get the second gear now. Boy, you know, it's been good. I think Frank needs to be given his props.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I have to give credit to Frank Lampard because, you know, I have all the...
Why? Frank or Arteta?
No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because I have all the new managers. I'm going to put Oli in there. I'm going to put Arteta in there. All the new managers. Jose. Not Jose necessarily. I wouldn't put Jose just because Jose is much more experienced and he's on another caliber.
Don't disrespect Jose like that, bro.
Jose's the goat.
Let me finish. Well, I'm trying to finish, but everybody's joining in. So the reason why I'm saying that is because finally, what we're seeing with Chelsea is, number one, consistency. We're saying consistency that they haven't had for a long time. 2, you can see a style of play happening around them. You can see the whole team is fighting for each other, and you can see the whole team is fighting for a specific system that he's implemented. So you have to kind of give credit to that. Like, you can't pretend it's not happening. It's happening in our face.
We have to.
Also, their defense as well. Their defense has been drastically improved. Yes, it's the signings that have come in. But at the same time, you have to coach the signings. You have to coach.
You have to say well done to Abramovich again for opening up his wallet.
Okay, that's a good one.
All that money.
Come on.
It's like all that's really happened, is the Brehz opened his wallet again, spent a hell of a lot of money, and they're starting to click together.
The thing is,
that's not
come on.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that.
All right,
come on. Listen. I know you're a little bit stressed right now, so I'm gonna try and just keep this short and sweet for you, my brother. Everything that we had to improve on from last season, we did. Right, defensively we improved. Granted, yes, we brought in some new personnel, which helped. That's what we needed in the first place.
You brought in 6-7 players, bruv. Don't tell me some.
Regardless, you still have to get.
And hold on, last season, let me tell you something about last season. You was going on about our youngsters. Like I said to you, the beginning of the season.
And those same youngsters are playing, my friend. Reece James is one of the best right backs in the league.
And they weren't
Mason Mount's playing consistently.
Players.
Tammy Abraham is also playing consistently.
They weren't no-name players.
Hudson-Odoi is still getting chances.
They were established players.
Your point is redundant.
Come on.
You're 15th in the league.
Frank never done
You're 15th in the league. You lost 2-0 this week.
Frank's whack.
You're dead.
Man.
Your team's dead, bro. We are second, third in the league. First, second, third in the league. 60 games unbeaten, bro. Don't talk to me.
Let me say something. let me say something, Kemal. Like, just to your point of you saying about the youngsters last season, you have to give them, the youngsters that were playing last season are still playing. Maybe not all of them, but I mean, Tammy, I'm not Tammy's biggest fan. Everybody knows that, but he's still playing. He just didn't play last game. Mason Mount is still playing because of how good he's playing.
I like it.
Yeah,
Reece
Reece James.
No, come on, no, don't give me no compliments. Keep the compliments to yourself.
I wasn't giving
All right,
No. But
I wasn't giving you.
All right,
Mason
guys,
Mount
let's
is
move on.
Before we move on, I
Yeah.
just want to give props to Lampard as well. He's done really well. Like, I agree with the idea of him settling on the system. The system's much better now. He's rotated. And I feel like he's found his best 11. Do you know what I mean? Like, the team's now working well. Obviously, Pulisic might get in there. But I feel like the system is his best 11.
Just say it, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
Just say it.
So,
Just say it.
It looks good.
Just say it.
Good. Say what?
Just say it.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
We wanted to have this
I'm
conversation.
I'm
Say
saying
it.
this is your best 11.
All right. Let's move on.
Is Havertz in there in the best 11?
Not yet, no, not yet.
Okay, let's move on. Cadus. You guys are coming up against Everton. Everton away, which is going to be another challenge. I mean, Leeds were one type of challenge. Everton's going to be another type of challenge. How are you feeling going into that game? Because I don't really see you guys slipping up anytime soon. I'm not going to lie to you, but do you feel like this could be a banana skin for you guys, or do you think you're confident you're still going and you're going to turn them over as well?
In that system last season with a worse setup, we beat them 4-0. I think Lampard is kind of understand how that's going to work. I can see Everton being dangerous if James Rodriguez is given a bit of time. Obviously, Calvert-Lewin, you have to respect those type of players. But as a team, I think they have no minerals, mate. We saw what happened last game. They flopped. You know, I think was it Burnley? Did they come back? They came back, right?
Well, they came back.
Yeah, they came back and drew, and they looked out of shape. I think
they don't look the same no more. Yeah, you're right.
I think if Chelsea get there, we score first and we give them pressure, we're going to batter them, you know. But at the same time, we have to respect what they can bring as well. So, but I just think the way that we're playing right now, I can't see us losing.
Yeah. Would you rotate that game? Would you rotate or?
I'd have
Europe would be
Kovacic
over
on
by then, I think.
Yeah, I'd have Kovacic on for Havertz. I think Havertz needs a bit more time. He didn't have a good game last game, but yeah, that's probably
agreed.
Let's move on to the next game, Fulham versus Liverpool. Before we go to the Fulham game, Liverpool battered. What a result! Battered Wolves. Sorry, Semp, but Wolves got battered 4-0. Man, the thing is, Liverpool still don't have their best players back, and they're still putting in performances like that. I don't really know what to say, to be honest with you. Isha, you must be over the moon as well right now.
You have no idea. Do you know what? I think no one predicted that we were going to win that game except me. Everybody said we were going to draw or lose. Everyone. I went back and had a look. I can't see yours, but everyone else said we were going to draw or lose.
I predicted a Liverpool win.
Yeah, it's because it wasn't in the group. But
Yeah.
I was just like, I was stressed because obviously you've got the injury situation. Wolves got disrupted because Jimenez wasn't playing, and I feel like they were missing something quite vital in their attack. Traore gave us problems, but I feel like where we excelled is the stand-in players in defence. For me, was what won us that game. Like Fabinho was absolutely crazy.
It was great.
Matip was amazing. The keeper was very, very good, although he didn't have that much to do.
Robertson.
Nico Williams is starting to look like a Liverpool player now. Like, I was a bit iffy with him, but he's starting to put in some performances. And the midfield as well, amazing. Like Henderson, fantastic. Ronaldo, fantastic. Curtis Jones, what he gives us, people don't really see. Like when the people try and press him, he's press resistant. He can dribble. He plays out, and he's like 21, if that.
I don't see the hype yet with him.
He's 21.
The same way you guys are talking, I don't see that hype yet. But
you're way too clever to make stupid comments, bro. Come on.
I'm just saying they're about the same age,
come on,
and one of them's playing, the other one isn't. But anyway, that is more. I don't even want to talk about that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I like Curtis Jones. I really like.
Keep bringing it up though.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I know it's because it's
okay. Then,
so,
right,
you guys,
but anyway.
So you guys just swept away Wolves out the way, and next game it's gonna be a lot easier than Wolves. You guys are going away to Fulham, right?
Arsenal.
I don't want to say that.
That was a terrible joke.
I don't want to say
That's such a good joke. That's such a good joke.
Take off your hat and show everyone your hairline.
Oh my
That will
god.
make people
I ain't got
laugh.
one on bro, bro. Did you get what you want, Kemal?
Your peanut
The team still lost.
Peanut.
The team still lost, bro. The pain's still there.
Peanut.
So Fulham. So you think Isha, you think Fulham are going to be difficult?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tougher game than people expect because if you look at what Fulham did to City, right? They defended quite deep. They made some individual errors which led to the first goal. Other than that, they defended quite deep. They nullified City to an extent. And I expect more of the same against Liverpool. Like they've made a lot of changes from early season where they were getting slapped. They're going to play a low block. I'm expecting Liverpool to have like 70% of the ball the whole game. And we may have 3 shots on target. We might have 20 shots, but like 3 on target where they're blocking, throwing bodies on the line. I'm expecting that kind of game. So I'm going for a low scoring win for Liverpool. But yeah.
So would you play Jota then in that game? Because he didn't start against Wolves. Would you start him in that game?
I think Jota will probably start that game, yeah. Because Klopp's now rotating. We might actually rest one of the front 3 for that because we've got Spurs in the week. So more than likely he's going to rotate a little bit more for that game than people will expect. We might even have, say, Salah rested for that game. I would probably expect that as well. And the midfield's going to rotate a bit as well now that Naby's back. So yeah, man. It's going to be a tough game. I think they're going to defend deep. They'll make it hard for us.
And lastly, do you expect any more players coming back? Because we saw Trent back, we saw Keita back. Do you see any other more players coming back for that game?
Oxlade-Chamberlain looks like he might be back next week as well. Other than that, Alisson as well. Alisson will be back. So that would be amazing news for us because we need Alisson for that Tottenham game because Kane in the air is no joke. So we need to deal with that. But other than that, not expecting anyone else. Thiago might even be out until end of the year. So yeah, not expecting nothing else.
Okay, so you're going into that game precautious. Let's say precautionary. You're taking.
Yeah, I expect to win. But I don't think it's going to be a 5 or 6.
What are you talking about? You're playing Fulham, bro. You're chatting like you're playing freaking
Arsenal. No, Arsenal. Yeah.
No, I'm actually
I'm playing.
Chelsea.
Come on, I'm playing.
You're not playing, bro. Arsenal shit.
No, that
it's not funny.
No, that joke was poor.
Hey, come on! I'll tell you what's funny though. Your manager.
Mad.
All right.
That joke didn't matter.
Bro, he's a clown, innit? It's funny.
Sorry, man. I know, bro.
He's a clown.
The Christmas crackers did not bless you this year, bro.
Listen, Santa's not here for the jokes anyway. Santa's here for the
Cadus
gifts.
is the devil. Cadus is the devil, you know. Anyway, let's move on.
Shut it down.
He shot that down.
It's alright, Cadus. The wine is getting to you. That's alright. I'll come to you next. Don't worry.
I'm going.
Celebration mode, bro. Celebration mode.
Let's go to the biggest, I would say the biggest game of the weekend: Manchester United versus Manchester City. Like that's gonna be a crazy, crazy game. Before we go to that game, let's talk about the United's game before. We won 3-1 again, making life hard for ourselves. Coming back from 1-0 down to win 3-1. I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of fans would be happy, but I'm not happy about that because it's like rock and roll football. It's like go out there and hope for the best. Like I don't like to see that. We're relying on the brilliance of players to get us out of situations all the time, rather than for me, I feel to have a plan to go in there to try and get the job done, rather than you know what, let's rely on Bruno's brilliance or Pogba's brilliance, or it just.
Wes.
Yes.
Was you happy with the starting lineup?
You know what? I thought the starting line. I understood what he was doing. I don't think it's the best starting lineup we have, but I know you have to rotate players around. The only thing I wasn't happy about was the amount of changes he made. You
also have to have a system.
Yeah.
He didn't have a system.
For sure. You have to.
How quickly he made him.
I just feel like you're changing players. Like if you make that many changes and there's not like a very strong system in place, it's going to be chaos on the pitch. And I felt like there was no connection, especially on the first half. Maybe that's why we always play better in the second half, because it takes us a while for us to get in tune with each other on the pitch.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that. Maybe that's why we start off so slow all the time. But if we do...
But they're in tune in the training ground, man. These people play together.
Yeah, you keep saying... You say that, but are they? We don't know that. How do you know that? Yes, they play with each other. Training? I don't know. Of course, they're training on things, but what are those
things? Yeah, but training doesn't mean playing a match together.
No, exactly.
It's a philosophy in a way of playing football.
And Kemal, I'm not saying that...
So then that means Ole really is terrible.
No, I'm not saying he's terrible. I'm not saying that at all. Like...
Well, at least Ole doesn't copy other people's tactics of documentaries.
That's bad.
Oh my God, yeah, that happened as well.
That was bad.
That happened too, didn't it?
Yeah, that did happen for sure. But let's say with, you know what, I'm not gonna, I can see, as a United fan, I can see all the flaws that Ollie has. Like, some other United fans won't agree with me, and that's fine. That's completely fine. That's why we all have our opinions. But for me, I just don't see it with him. I don't see it with him. I'm not saying he has to go out now, we have to kick him out now. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, for as long as he's manager, I don't think we're ever going to really win big things. That's just me.
Okay. Let's just talk about City, bruv. What are you expecting?
Okay, with City, I think, I really believe, I mean, I put my score prediction was more of a draw, but I really do believe that they may turn us over. The only reason I say that is because we're playing at home. It's so weird to say that. If we were playing at the Etihad, I think we would win that game. I'm telling you that right now, I think we would win. But because we're playing at home, don't get me wrong, City are not great. Like, yes, they're catching form and they're coming.
You're going to have your fans back as well.
No, they won't. We won't.
Nah,
Manchester's on tier.
No, there's no fans. 3. I told
Manchester's
you, bro.
tier 3.
Yeah, I just realised.
City love it when there's no fans, fam.
Yeah, because
they bet with no fans anyway.
They're used
They
to
don't
it,
have fans
innit?
anyway.
You know what? For Ben, just to answer your question, it really depends on what United turn up and how early they turn up in the game. If they wait until half-time, like we've been doing, we're going to get battered. Maybe
So basically, if Ole has a strategy and a plan...
It's not a strategy. Ole probably will have a strategy because teams against teams like City, he does well. He does well against the bigger teams. So I think he probably will have a plan. It's just, are we going to execute that plan well enough, early enough? That's the question. If we do that, we have a chance, for sure.
Because City will not allow you to come back like that.
No, they won't. And
City will finish their chances in the first half.
Exactly.
And De Bruyne has found his shooting boots. Sterling's found his shooting boots.
It's one game.
Sterling's overrated, man.
It's one game. It's one game.
Wait, did you just say Sterling is overrated?
Big time. We can have that conversation later.
That's harsh, bro.
Alright, quick question, bro. What midfield 3 would you want to see in that game? And what midfield 3 do you think Ollie's going to play?
The midfield 3 I want to see in that game is going to be Scott McTominay, Fred, Donny van der Beek. That's the 3 I want to see because it's not about big strength, strong players in midfield because they don't really have big strong players. So it's all going to be all about technical ability and being able to control that midfield. I think those 3 is a good balance with each other. I think Ollie's going to play Matic, Pogba. I think Pogba, he's going to play Pogba. I think he's going to play Pogba because of, the hype that Pogba's got around this game that's just gone. I think he's going to play Pogba.
Fred?
And Fred, probably. Yeah, I think Fred, Pogba, and Matic, I think he may play. We'll see. I could be wrong because our team changes every week. It changes every week, so I really don't know who.
You have Champions League though, don't you? Midweek, which is a must win.
That's a must win. I know Fred is not playing for that because of the red card, so that's why I'm assuming Fred may play against City. We'll see. We'll see. So we'll see. I'm not highly confident because it's Old Trafford, but anything can happen in this game because it's a derby. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's move on from that. From there, we're going to go to Crystal Palace versus Spurs. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the North London derby. Let's talk about the North London derby.
Oh, well done, Ben. Well done.
Thank you.
Hold on.
He's trying the humble thing, yeah, but I'm not having it. Not having it.
Really?
Come on, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. Can someone ask me why I'm not wearing my blazer though, please?
Why are you not wearing your blazer?
Because
Arsenal was 6 top soon.
What?
Doesn't matter.
Oh wow, this guy
doesn't matter.
This guy just wants to kill it. Alright, cool, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Listen,
support Joe.
all I'm saying is,
I don't actually know.
Man's
Okay, before
man's
I
dressed
ask
like
you,
this.
Ben,
Because
before I
Christmas
ask
come
you-
early. Yeah.
Before I ask you, Kemal, why are you not wearing your Arsenal top for the first time this season?
Tell you why. Because man like Lewis Hamilton is world champion. You got to represent sometime.
So it's nothing to do with Arsenal.
But he was world champion last week though.
I wasn't in the podcast last week.
He was
so I'm
world
just showing
champion
my
the week
respect to
before
Lewis.
that as well. So.
All right.
I was
Let's
in the
talk.
podcast.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game quickly. Arsenal got beat 2-0 by Tottenham Hotspur. North London derby. Fans came
We
back.
got beat. We just lost.
No, you got beat.
Didn't get beat.
Got a
We
little bit of a
lost.
spanking.
You got beat.
lost.
Come on. Like, why
no.
do people always do this against Jose Mourinho? It's so clear in front of us that that's what he does. He makes you have the ball. And it makes you think that you played well, but you didn't because you didn't.
Yeah.
Come on, tell me, what chances did you guys create that was so big chances?
Clear cut.
Lacazette had a nice header.
Okay,
Big up Lacazette, well done.
He had
really, really well.
He had
One
a nice
chance.
header. Okay, what part?
There was another one where
Remember-
Bellerin.
Okay, so
went to the ball
two
on the
chances, and you had like 11 shots.
No, Ben.
Okay,
That's
cool.
a chance though. But
They weren't good chances. You keep saying two
listen.
chances. They weren't good chances. Like
Like I said,
Lacazette's
a
one.
big chance.
Well done, Tottenham.
Nah, bruv, listen. If Arsenal won, this guy would not be doing this humble thing. You see, this is what I mean about Arsenal fans, They do this all the time, Either disappear or act like, you won, it's calm, it's nothing big, innit? Calm, move
done
on,
well.
next
You
one.
done well.
You done well, congratulations, well done. Type a little well done, move on to next week. But before the match, them man would hype. Oh, you won no trophies, what do you think you
Mourinho
are? North
outclassed
London is
Arteta.
still
What else do you want
red.
to say?
Huh?
You happy?
He said
No.
Mourinho outclassed Arteta. I mean, that's true.
Yeah,
but
he did.
Come on, what? Let's
Because
try.
I'm not one of them fans
Come
to
on,
say
come on.
we was all over them in the first half because
Okay.
Mourinho allowed that to happen.
Let's break it down. Come on,
seconds.
what
Plain and
went
simple.
wrong for Arsenal? Let's just talk about Arsenal for a second. Come on, what went wrong?
We're just not working
No party.
this season.
But what does that mean, though? Is it
It's
why?
not even no party because I'm not going to go on about how good we were in the first half because Tottenham allowed us to play that way. The reason we had all the possession is because Tottenham sat back and they were getting us on the counter attack.
But,
Simple.
But if we sat back, why is it that you lot couldn't create clear-cut chances?
Because people don't have their shooting boots on at the moment.
Ben, the reason why they didn't create clear-cut chances.
But
is
you
because they've
have
been abysmal all season.
one of the most prolific strikers.
You know what? You're talking about.
Yeah,
He
listen,
scored-
stop
he
that.
scored.
Right, let's stop
And he scored.
this.
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's what I was
I
about to
understand.
say.
We watched the game.
Let's
We
just
saw
stop
what
this right
happened.
now.
Arsenal have been in shambles for the past since the beginning of the season. We won a good game at the first game of the season, which was against Fulham.
So what do you want to see change?
What you,
Ozil.
bruv? January needs to
We
come.
have to. We have to stop
We need a
talking
creative
about.
player.
You know,
We need a creative player.
also, we have to talk. We have,
and
I was
Arteta
going to
needs
say
to
we have to
start
stop
thinking
talking
about his
about.
tactics.
Can I talk? We have to stop talking about Aubameyang. That the reason why he's like this is because of service. It's not just because of service. Aubameyang
dying.
is in terrible form right now. Terrible.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
He's just not on form.
It's nothing
He's
to.
not on form.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with service. I mean, that's a part of it, of course. But Lacazette is suffering from the same thing as him. But Lacazette was better than him today.
Listen,
Lacazette was trying.
Lacazette played
Lacazette
well
was-
during the week. On Thursday, Lacazette played really, really well. He was hungry. He wanted the ball. He was, excuse me, he was trying to drive forward. In this game, Lacazette was showing that captaincy.
Don't you think
was
Aubameyang?
everywhere.
Don't you think Aubameyang needs to get dropped?
I would have subbed Aubameyang.
But don't you think he should be dropped? I'm not saying sub. I'm talking about drop.
Come on, I said he should have been dropped 4 weeks ago. Are you serious? We're still having this conversation.
But he's
I
your
said it
captain
already.
though, so that means he has to be stripped of captaincy.
No, he just
it's
gets. What are you talking about? Arsenal always put their captain on the bench. It's been happening for flipping
Yeah,
years.
it's true. Mertesacker
Yeah?
was on the bench for a while.
Please. Something just needs to happen because
But what's that?
Aubameyang
But what is that?
Isn't scoring right
What
now.
is that something?
Drop Aubameyang. Or play the Thursday night lot. Because I tell you what, our kids would have played a hell of a lot better.
Where's
a good point.
Martinelli?
He's coming
Still
back.
injured. He's coming back. He's training now. He's training.
Arsenal
But
have the same team as
anyways,
last season.
shut up.
Arsenal
Let's
have
talk
the same
about
team as-
Tottenham's masterclass, innit?
Arsenal have the same
Shut
team
up,
that
Kadus.
was-
Shut
No,
up.
wait.
Shut up.
Wait.
I don't want to hear about Arsenal.
have the
I don't
same
want to
team as
hear
last
it.
season.
I don't want to hear about
Yeah,
Arsenal.
this
Let's
is
talk
Ben
about
Closer, man. Have
Spurs.
Let
Let's talk
Ben
about
have his
Spurs
Go on,
and the
man.
masterclass.
With my speech.
Go on, Father Tanzania. Come on, Father Tanzania.
Listen,
Show us.
listen. You man, yeah. Okay,
Hakuna Matata. Go.
Yeah. listen. Nah. Hey, shout out to man like Jose. Shout out to man like Højbjerg. Shout out to big man Sonny Don. Shout out to Kane. Listen, the strategy worked down to a T. Okay, it was sick. I'm so happy Toby came back. Toby was sick. My beard is falling off because I don't care. We won. It's sick.
Played Arsenal,
I'm
bro.
out.
You're quite boring, to be honest.
played
I'm
Arsenal.
quite bored
Alright, cool.
already. Can we
Relax,
move
man.
on?
Hold on. We played Arsenal. Okay, we played Man City. We won 2-0. Okay, we played Chelsea. We drew, but still 0-0. No goals conceded. We played Arsenal. No goals conceded. It's a London derby. You man, I'm pretending like it. You weren't chatting like it's a London derby. Anything can happen. Blah blah blah. And now you come to me like, oh, it's just Arsenal. Though they're 15.
One person you battered Manchester United.
I said you're gonna batter the 4-0, bro.
Tired. Listen, I am tired of you two downplaying it now, because before this you were not downplaying it. This was a big game, but now you're not. Oh yeah, but it's Arsenal though, isn't it?
He's got a point, Kemal. He's got a point, Kemal.
It's Arsenal though.
Hold on, what? I wasn't in the last podcast, so obviously there's no point against
But
me.
you were in the
And I said
group,
you're gonna
bro. Don't act like you weren't in the group, bro.
Okay, what did I say this morning? I said I was nervous. Yeah, and I said I'm concerned about this game.
So this morning,
get your facts straight before you try and attack me.
So you basically
won the game.
Okay.
Well done.
And you know what? I'm not even talking about you, Kemal. I'm talking to the other Arsenal Brehz as well, yeah. Because I'm on the comment below now.
All right, let's
call them out. I'll start calling them out because some of them are disappeared off the group as well. They're gone. Show your faces because I know they're gonna be watching this. Show your faces, bruv. I see you training in the park here, pulling them bars here. Come back, bruv.
All right.
Hashtag free Brook. Hashtag free Brook.
All right, Ben. Let's move on from that. Ben, you guys have got another derby. You're gonna be away. You're gonna be away to Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
How you feeling?
I'm good.
You're confident. Confidence. Saying confidence.
Confidence. Let me tell you why. Palace, they've got Zaha, and I think our defense is strong enough to handle him. So we handle him. We stop him.
That is not strong enough.
What do you mean Dyer's not strong?
Toby playing well, bro.
Toby, Dyer, Aurier, Doherty's back.
I don't think Dyer played well today.
Kemal's just chatting breeze now.
Kemal just throwing things in the air. It's
Bro,
alright though.
Listen, I think defensively we're strong enough, solid enough to stop Zaha, and I also think that Crystal Palace's defense and pace is not there and good enough to stop our strikers. I mean, Cahill, come on, man, that guy's got no pace at all. So I think we'll be all right.
Would you change the lineup from today, or would you keep the same lineup that you had today? Ndombele was injured, so you want to bring him back?
I would want to bring Ndombele back, but I'm not too fast for this game because let me say this, because we're gonna it's just a minor knock he had from the game in the week.
Okay, cool.
But I think that if we keep the same lineup, it'll work well because we need two players to double up on Zaha, and Sissoko is that player to do that. And I think him and Højbjerg would make sure that's the case, and we're stopping Zaha. So I'm thinking the same will still work. I'm not really worried.
Fair enough.
I might like to see. I would like probably to see Mora start instead of Bergwijn. Just because I think he'll bring a bit more pace as well going forward. So that might be good for us against Palace.
Fair enough. Okay. So, I mean, there's nothing really more I can say about Spurs right now. I mean, they're on fire. They're on a roll. I even have a bet with you that you may lose one of the 3 games. And I feel like I'm going to lose that bet right now. Because I thought Arsenal were the ones that were going to turn up. But they didn't. They let me down.
Never bet on Arsenal, bro.
That's true. That's true. All right. From that, let's move on to the last game, which is Arsenal. We already discussed your defeat to Spurs, but now you're gonna have a chance where you can redeem yourselves because you guys are at 4 defeats in a row, which is pretty embarrassing right now. Do you think this can stop against Burnley? You're gonna be at home. You're probably gonna have fans. You got fans back, right?
Yeah, we played with fans on Thursday.
Okay, so you got fans.
Thursday night.
So you got fans. Well. You're at home and you're against Burnley. Like you're not gonna get a better chance than this unless you're playing at home to West Brom or Fulham. Are you gonna get your win in this game?
I believe we're gonna get a win in this.
Yeah.
Game.
Why?
Yeah.
But your voice doesn't say it.
It's about time. It's about time we turn up. I think we're gonna turn up for one game and then we'll go back being crap. But I think the next game will be the game where all of a sudden they come out.
But hold on, come out. Burnley defensively, if anything, Burnley defensively are just as good as us. So if you couldn't create chances against us, how are you going to do that with Burnley?
The team's going to get changed, man. The team's going to get changed. Team's going to get changed.
Who would you change, Kemal? Because Ben made a good point. You're going to have to break Burnley down. Who would you change in your team?
Aubameyang needs to Aubameyang needs a break. He needs to be sick or something.
But you know they won't drop him. So who is going to
Well, he
come in?
might
Do you think they're going to
accidentally
play the
get
same team?
COVID. Who knows? It might be a.
They won't drop him
hamstring
because
or something.
Aubameyang always bangs against these other teams.
Oh yeah, true.
That's
Pepe
not
also
true
is back,
because he
isn't he?
hasn't banged from. No, Pepe's still got one more game, isn't he?
Oh yeah, from the
I think
headbutt.
he's still got one more game. So Pepe's still playing Thursday night.
Oh damn.
Okay, wow. Okay,
And now,
And then
obviously, Partey seems like he might be injured, so we don't know how long
that
that's
was a
gonna be
rush.
out for.
So did Arteta
Yeah, he's
rush?
finished.
Did Arteta rush Partey back?
Who knows? It seemed
Yes.
like he was at training the past three
Yes.
days, I think. And everyone said he was fit. Obviously, medical team said he was okay to go.
But we
And
all
not
know
just be
about
on the
Arsenal
bench.
He
medical
rushed him
team's
back.
record
He
though.
rushed him back.
Arsenal medical
He rushed
team is
him back.
dead, bruv. You need a new medical team.
I'm trying to not attack. I'm trying to not attack
Arteta,
Arteta.
Arteta made
Okay.
a massive doo-doo there, mate.
Okay,
I
I
put
know.
on
back him.
Partey and you still flopped.
Okay,
And now
another.
he's injured.
I would love to hear your thoughts on another thing. Should Partey have stayed on, even though he was injured? Should he have stayed on the pitch?
No.
You think he should have
He
walked
should
off
have
the same
stayed
way
on
he
the
did?
Yes.
He should never have walked off the pitch. That was wrong.
He never should have
sat
came on the pitch.
Come
He never
on,
should have
should've
came on
sat
the pitch to
floor.
begin with.
Sat on the floor, the referee would have stopped the game. You don't walk off the flipping pitch. That's disrespectful. Should never have done that. Never. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's
listen,
true though, because
So
that means
lay
he
on the
didn't care
floor.
about the team.
Yeah, lay on the floor.
Isha,
Lay
what do
on
you
the
think?
floor. Act like you've been shot.
I
Lay
don't
down.
think it's a disrespect. I just feel like it was
It
a
is.
poor judgment call at that moment. And maybe he thought he was going to be okay, just come straight back on.
Or
Bad luck.
could it be that he didn't want to start and he was forced to?
All I know is that
Well, it could be
Arsenal are
that.
15th in the league, mate. That's all I
And
know.
he
You're
just
2
walked
games
off and
away
said,
from
fuck
being
you.
the
That's what
relegation
he
Yeah.
should have
zone,
done.
bruv.
Sorry
Kate-
for swearing.
Talk
Kate-
about Brighton.
Cadis made a good point, and Isha too. If Brighton win tomorrow, Arsenal drop to 16th, and we're already 10, 11 games into the season.
11. It's madness.
How bad is that?
Well, it's terrible. You know, some people telling me they're
Well, people wanted
still
to talk.
happy with Arteta, but
People wanted to
they're
talk.
angry when I insult him.
Do you think
But
he'll be?
it is
Do
what
you
it
think
is.
he'll be in the top 10 by January?
No.
If you don't,
There's
you
nothing,
could
there
finish.
was nothing to suggest
This is
that.
sad, though. I
There
don't
was
like
nothing
Kemal
to
like
It
this.
is, isn't it? Like,
I'm sorry,
absolutely
Kemal.
nothing to
It's,
suggest
it's, I think we need another Arsenal brain here for the next podcast, so we can just lay it on them as well. But
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just funny when Arsenal's making me argue with my own fans.
Fair enough. All
Hey,
right.
did
telling me
you
about Arteta
did your
and
package
Plan and
arrive?
all this crap.
Did your
It's
gift package
terrible.
arrive from Arsenal?
That don't matter. All we know is that you have more better players apparently, and you're in a worse position than when you had Emery. You want to talk
Yikes.
about Arteta being your saviour, bro?
All right.
Anyway.
Let's move on.
Who said that, bro? Who
Let's-
said that?
Let's move on.
And
No,
talk about
but
you,
you-
talk about
like,
any
you said
Arsenal
that
fan
at me.
watching
Who
this.
said it?
Arsenal,
Did I say
Arsenal
it?
fans.
Come on.
Just Arsenal fans. It's not you.
Come on, it's not
Fuck
talking
you.
about you. It's not talking about you. Let's move on from that.
I
Before
said when he came, our style changed
Oh
because
my
Emery
God.
was a dickhead. Yeah, so it did change.
I
But there was
agree.
still
I did see a
problems.
change. I did see a
Who
change.
do you
But
think
anyway,
is the right
Play
manager
the
for
back
you?
five,
The
bro.
rebound, isn't
Play
it?
the back
The
flat, mate.
rebound.
Come on, who you want to be your Arsenal manager now? Do you want Wenger back?
Simeone. How many times am I gonna say
Oh
this?
man, the worst.
Nah,
was-
mate.
Simeone.
He's got too.
That's
He's got
what-
too.
that's good.
His balls are too big for your club, bro.
and it's going to be ugly.
We
The
need
football's
someone
going to be
like
ugly.
that.
Anyway,
Okay,
Can't play that
it's
type
okay.
of football.
let's
Yes, we
move
can.
on.
They have been playing that
Hold on,
football.
hold on,
They're
hold on.
15th
What
in
type
the
of
league for
football are we
Charles
playing?
Brilliant.
People, we're playing shit football. Don't tell me what type of football play. We don't play good football. We haven't played good football for 2-3 years.
I
So
don't even mean good
what's
football.
good football?
I mean, you guys haven't got the mental
Okay, come
strength
on.
and the physical
Come on.
strength to
You
play
guys
Simeone's
bring
style.
Simeone. You
Can't
guys
do
bring
it.
Simeone. All your players are going to get injured, and then you've got a shit medical team that's not going to be able to bring them back.
Things can change. Things can change.
All right,
Things can
all
change.
right.
Get rolled over.
All right,
All I know is that
let's move
Partey came
on.
on with crutches.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Guys, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you follow all of our social media pages. So let's move on to the score predictions. Score predictions time. Let's take the heat off Kemal a little bit right now. Let's go to Friday. Leeds United versus West Ham. I'm going to say this is going to be a 3-2 Leeds United win. I think there's going to be quite a few goals in this game. What are you saying, Ben?
2-2 draw.
Okay, Kemal, what are you saying?
Yeah, I agree.
What? 2-2?
Yes.
Okay, Kadus, what are you
2-1 West Ham.
Okay, Isha?
2-1 Leeds.
Okay, let's go to Saturday. Wolves versus Aston Villa. I'm going to say 2-1 to Aston Villa. What are you saying, Ben?
Yeah, 2-1 Villa.
Okay, Kamal.
1-1 draw.
Okay, Kadis.
1-1 draw.
Okay, Isha.
I concur 1-1.
Wow, okay. Newcastle versus West Brom. I'm saying 2-0 to Newcastle. What are you saying, Ben?
2-1 West Brom.
Okay, Kemal?
2-0 Newcastle.
Kadus?
1-0 West Brom.
Isha?
1-0 Newcastle.
Okay, the Manchester United derby. I'm going to say it's just going to be a 2-2. I hope we win, but I think it's going to be a 2-2. Ben, what are you saying?
3-2 City.
Okay, Kemal, what are you saying?
2-1 United.
Whoa, okay, Kadus, what are you saying?
3-1 City.
3-1 City. Okay, Isha, what are you saying?
2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Okay, let's go to Everton versus Chelsea. I'm going to say Chelsea 3-1 victory. What are you saying, Ben?
Same, 3-1 Chelsea.
Kemal?
2-1 to Chelsea.
Kadus?
3-0 Chelsea.
Who wants that clean sheet back? Isha?
3-2 Chelsea.
3-2, okay. Sunday, Southampton versus Sheffield United. I'm going to say 1-0 Southampton. Ben?
2-0 Southampton.
Kemal?
1-0 Southampton.
Kadus?
1-1.
Okay, that's a good one. Isha?
1-1.
Okay. Crystal Palace versus Spurs. I'm going to say 3-1 Spurs. They continue doing their thing. Ben?
4-0, keeping that clean sheet.
Kemal, wow. Kemal.
2-2 draw. They're gonna dip.
Okay, Kadus.
1-0 Crystal Palace.
And Isha?
Wow.
2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs. 2-1, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Fulham versus Liverpool. I'm going to say 3-1. I should have said 3-1, but maybe it might be more after today's result. But 3-1 Liverpool. Ben, what are you saying?
5-0 Paul.
Wow. Kemal, what are you saying?
3-0 Liverpool.
Kadus?
3-2 Liverpool.
And Isha?
2-0 Liverpool.
Okay, Arsenal versus Burnley. Ben, well, actually, before Ben.
You first,
This
bro.
is gonna be comical.
You
isn't it?
first. You're a
Here we go,
savage.
comical.
I know what you did there, bro.
No. No, I promise. I got confused because I thought you guys... 2-0 Arsenal. 2-0 Arsenal. Ben, what are you saying?
Wow. My God.
Ben, what are you saying?
Nah, you're
Come
the
on,
devil,
laugh
bro.
at You see what's happened to this club? Everyone just think it's funny laughing at Arsenal. I don't find it funny, you know.
I
I
didn't
don't
even...
know why you're laughing.
I didn't even mean to...
Oh my God.
Ben,
That's
go
the
prediction.
funniest accidental joke ever. 1-0 Burnley.
Your hair's a
Come on,
joke.
come on,
Wow.
come on.
Yes.
Score.
3-0 Arsenal.
Okay, Kadus.
How's everyone laughing for? What's funny?
Who's scoring the 3 goals?
Kadus.
Who's scoring? Wait, who's scoring the 3 goals?
No. Let's keep going. Kadus, go. Go.
I enjoyed that. I needed that.
2-0 Burnley.
2-0 Burnley. Wow.
2-0 Burnley.
It's
That's what home.
Isha, what are you saying?
Mate, I'm going a 1-1 draw and I'm being kind.
Man said 3-0, bro. Who's scoring the 3 goals?
I'm going to go to the last game. Leicester versus Brighton. I'm going to say, with this last game, I'm going to say 2-1 Brighton. What are you saying, Ben?
2-1 Leicester.
What are you saying, Kemal?
1-1 draw.
Kadus.
I still want to know who's scoring these 3 goals.
Isha. Isha, what are you saying?
It must be David
Take
Luiz
control.
coming back.
Because like this
Okay,
is
guys.
ridiculous.
Okay. Let's
Oh,
finish.
William. Must be William. Yeah.
Let's finish this off. There you have it. That's the
Oh
show.
my God.
That's the show for this week. Let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know.
Re-sign. Did I miss something?
Are we too harsh on Kemal? Let us know. Are we too harsh on Arsenal? Please like, subscribe, and follow all of our pages.
Man said 3-0 though. Come on.
Peace, man. You lot are just joking.
And we'll see you next week.
You lot are just.